Welcome to CEO Money. I'm Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining with us. All right, my guest is Mark Singleton. He is the VP of Marketing for
Sales and Marketing
for Southern Batch, right?
Southern Recipe Small Batch Pork Rinds.
Thank you very much for bringing that out. You have a special guest that you brought with you for the show today.
I did. I brought with us today Jack Youngblood, Hall of Famer from the LA Rams, and this year our spokesperson for our charity, our partner, the Gridiron Greats.
Jack, welcome to the show.
My pleasure, guys.
All right. Talk to me about Southern Recipe Small Batch, and then I want you to weave in what Jack is doing, how he's bringing what he's done with his life into helping the rest of the people that you're reaching out to talk to.
Well, about 8 years ago, my boss came to me and said, "Hey, Mark, how come there's a potato chip day, but no pork rind day?" And I said, "Well, Rich, that's because we haven't asked anybody for us to have a pork rind day, silly." And so we went about, how do you do this? And one of the first things that came up was, well, we need to help somebody. If we're going to raise awareness, if we're going to have a pork rind day, a national pork rind day, we need to find someone to help. And we were so lucky to team up with Coach Mike Ditka and the Gridiron Greats Foundation. And since that time, we've raised a ton of money for a bunch of great guys that people are totally unaware of their plight today. Everybody thinks that these football players that played in the 50s and 60s and 70s and 80s, all retired millionaires, all have a pension, all have medical benefits, and nothing could be further from the truth. Right, Jack?
Amen, brother.
I mean,
Amen.
I mean, you would be shocked at the lack of financial safety nets that are given to these men that sacrifice their bodies. And in recent times, we found out, with this concussive issues,
right.
We've got some of my childhood heroes that are really in dire financial strait, and even more disturbing, in some real medical conditions that we can help. Miss Mackey and Coach Dick and Jack and a bunch of other great people have brought a lot of awareness to this, and that's why we appreciate being able to be with you today, so we can bring even more awareness to the Gridiron Greats, and while we're at it, talk about Pork Rind Appreciation Day.
Okay. Let's stay on the Gridiron Greats for just a second, and then I've got a bunch of questions for you. What exactly are you being able to do by hooking up with them? I mean, what kind of services are you able to provide that they really didn't have access to before?
Yeah, and I'll let Jack answer part of this too. But I mean, what our original vision is, what we can do is provide awareness, and we can provide funding. So every bag we sell during football season, we donate a portion to the foundation, and that combined with donations we have from other great partners, other great board members with me, we raise money, and with that money, we just do some great things for some great guys. And Jack, you can talk a lot more about some of the great things we're doing.
Mark, you're right on spot, and the issue is people think that we came out of the game and we're financially well-to-do for the rest of our life, and that's the furthest thing from the truth. Yeah, the health issues, the things we did to ourselves over the years, and I played 14 years, and the average player today doesn't play but maybe 4 years. But what we're trying to do is help those players from the 50s and 60s and 70s that are still with us, and we've lost a whole lot of them over the course of the years, trying to help them through the issues that they have. Health issues is the most expensive thing of their life. And you got to admire, Coach Ditka. I love Mike. I got to tell this story quickly. I was a rookie, and we played in Dallas, and Mike Mike's still playing, and we lined up, and he was on my side. So I'm going, well, I can't let the tight end get an angle on me. So I kept widening out, and Mike kept widening out, and I'm going, dadgum, what's going on? And about that time, they snapped the ball, and he, I mean, knocked me into Tuesday. and I said, I got up and then went, well, I think I just got a lesson right there.
Pretty good.
He's doing some great things, trying to help. As tough as he was, he has as big a heart. He wants to help the retired players who are in need. He doesn't want to see any NFL alumni be in a situation where he can't take care of himself.
And so we pay doctor bills. We provide special medical assistance. We have an affiliation with the After the Impact Funds, where we can send people with concussive brain issues to go to rehab with both NFL players, college players, but also some of our military veterans that have come back from these foreign wars
Absolutely.
with concussive issues. So the money that we're raising and the money Coach does goes directly to help people. We buy medicine. We make medical appointments. We have surgery. I won't tell you the player's name, but his team, this is a legendary player with one of our biggest teams, one of our oldest teams that's worth billions. He could not walk. Coach flew him to Dallas, had both of his knees replaced, flew his mother down here, had him in rehab here, and it was all at no cost. That's what this foundation does for once again, this guy was a hero of mine. Mm-hmm. And to be able to give back just a little bit to these guys and just help them, they don't want this help. No one wants this help, but they need it.
Right.
And it's just such an awesome opportunity for us, and to hear the stories and see once again, to see how hard Jack works, and Billy White Shoes Johnson and Kenny Houston and just all the great guys that are affiliated with this thing, to help their fellow players is also just so inspiring. The ones that are lucky enough to have their situation okay, like Jack, like Kenny, they're still giving back so much.
I can see how passionate you both are, and it's an admirable cause. I'd like to do whatever I can to help with that too.
Well, you're doing it today.
Thank you. Let's move forward just a little bit, and I wanted you. Football season's starting in right now, and I wanted you to take us through what it is that you're doing to engage with football season here with all of the products you've got on the table. Where are we going with that?
Well, if any of your listeners or any of your viewers today go to porkrinds.com, they can enter our game, the Gridiron Gates game. We will support the foundation, and they can win $2,500 in a year's worth of pork rinds. And we've got a great game this year, the Great Comeback game, and tell us their comeback story. Tell us your good stories, because these guys have a lot of great comeback stories. I remember one against the Cowboys that still irritates me that Jack had. I mean, so we want to share with our consumers, and we want to share our love of this great game. We want to share our passion for Pork Rind Appreciation Day, and have some fun and give away some money and some pork rinds.
And tell our audience when Pork Rind Appreciation Day is.
Well, Pork Rind Appreciation Day is on the biggest pigskin holiday of the year, February 2nd. And we're going to have a great build up to it. You're going to see great comeback stories on our website. You can win free things every week. But most importantly, you can help us help the great guys at thegridirongreats.org by going to their website, by becoming more aware of what we're trying to do, and help us. Contact me at porkrinds.com if you've got an idea on how to help. Contact Gridiron Greats, and let's help these guys.
Oh, definitely. Jack, I wanted you to give our audience a flavor for what you're doing with the Gridiron Greats and your integration here with Southern Recipe Small Batch. Sorry.
Well, first of all, when Mike calls, I put down whatever whatever I'm doing and go and try to, help him along with, with the mission that he's got. Try to get these players, the help that they need, and and with this new Southern batch pork rinds. I mean, these are wonderful. I mean, my goodness. I mean, if you've never had a pork rind, you better go get a big bag.
I'm a fan.
And they go they go perfect with the ball game while you're sitting there on the couch watching whoever your favorite team is. I mean, they're perfect. There's a perfect match there.
So, Mark, tell me about the contest that you're talking about. You're talking about people winning $2,500, right?
Right. If you go to our website, you can enter our Great Comeback contest, and you tell us your great comeback story, and we're going to pick our favorite at the end of the year, and by golly, with our group of Gridiron Greats, and somebody's going to win $2,500, and once again, a year's supply of pork rinds. But everybody that enters, every week we're going to be sending prizes. We're going to pick people at random, and we just want to hear your stories. We love our customers. We love our consumers. We want to know how they like our product. We want to give them a hug and say thanks. And this is last year we had 850,000 entries into our contest, and we just are really looking forward to hearing some great stories this year.
That's pretty good.
It's pretty crazy, isn't it?
You can bring them back here with yourself, and we'll certainly do what we can to promote them on our end.
Well, the craziest thing, Jack was mentioning, they're great to eat, and we've talked about this, but this whole keto thing has changed our life. This thing is a keto chip. We've got hundreds of recipes on how to cook with them for your football game, your tailgate. The whole category's changed because people are finally aware of what we're aware. They're zero carbs, gluten-free, 60% of our fats, high oleic acid like olive oil. Men's Health Magazine called us a genius junk food. So, and the shows like yours and our affiliation with the Gridiron Greats, and most importantly, the craziest thing is social media has made more people aware that it's a really good option. It makes you feel fuller faster, and for diabetics, it's the only salty snack they should have. So the whole image of the product changed. We've gone from being a Homer Simpson food to we sell in Highland Park now.
Yep.
So I mean, go figure. It's really changed the category, and it's given us the opportunity to really talk to a lot more people, across the country. Consumers, it's almost doubled in the last 10 years. Twice as many people are eating them.
I can see how popular it is. How many flavors do you have?
Oh, we've got about 10 flavors. And the cool thing about our small batch pork rinds is we took 40% of the salt out. And that really, that was the one letter I used to get is, golly, I'd eat more of them, but there's the salt. And so with small batch, we took 40% of the salt out, and we said, why not put flavors that people would never see on a pork rind, like kimchi barbecue or honey chipotle or sea salt and black pepper or blackberry habanero. That's just not hot, or barbecue. And so it's really resonated with our consumer. Yeah, you've got 500 television channels. Everybody watches every cooking show.
Right.
So to get noticed today, you've got to get out there a little bit.
Exactly.
But we've been around since 1955, and our whole goal, being a family-owned company, is to make our communities better, treat our partners wonderfully, and serve great tasting food.
Well said. Is there anything else you want to say before we close out?
No, Jack, I really appreciate your time today, buddy. Let's get together and go fishing soon.
I'm glad I'm on your team, buddy.
Well, I appreciate everything you do, and we're going to help a lot of great people. And I'd say to all your viewers out there, go to gridirongreats.org. Help us help a lot of great guys. If you want to enter our contest, go to www.porkrinds.com. And if you want to contact me, I answer every email personally, myself, and you'll see a contact button at porkrinds.com. Look forward to hearing from you.
Jack, Mark, thanks for being my guest.
Michael, thank you so much.
My pleasure.
Yeah, thank you, Mike.
You're welcome. You've been watching CEO Money with Michael Yorba. Thanks for joining with us. Like us on Facebook, follow us on Twitter, and don't forget, download our new CEO Money app on Apple or Android. We'll talk to you soon.